Well folks, once again it is time for another rant. This time, it's on WWE's most overpromoted, overpushed, but most of all overrated superstar of all time, besides Hulk Hogan, John friggin' Cena. Now before you Nation fans start giving me crap, hear me out alright. I am not some typical John Cena hater here to spew out the usual stupid crap about why I dislike Cena. Stuff like he sucks Vince McMahon's dick to stay at the top of the company, or John Cena is gay, or any other stuff Cena haters like to say. No, I'm here to give legitimate reasons on why I just don't like John Cena's character. First off, his character. Superman. Yeah, I know Cena haters call him that, but you know what? It's true. This just may be one of the few claims I actually comply with. It's one thing to get beat up an entire match and then lose, but this guy doesn't even friggin' lose his matches even when he gets beat up the entire time. Now here's why I comply with a Superman claim, because he's one of the most boring and predictable wrestlers in the WWE. Let me tell you how a John Cena match goes. He comes out to the ring, salutes, runs down the ramp, throw up his hand signs, takes off his cap, and throws his shirt into the crowd. Then he gets beat up for like the first 10 to 15 minutes of the match. But what do you know? He gets up, some way, somehow, rams into his opponent, goes for the five-knuckle shuffle, then he goes for the STFU, now known as the STF, and then ends it with a FU, now known as the attitude adjustment, which doesn't even hurt, by the way, and wins the damn match. You see, that is how predictable Cena is. Not even Nation fans can deny that any time when a person can describe how a single wrestler's match usually goes. And I really don't see what Cena fans see in this guy. I mean, yeah, he does make a wish and charity, but that still doesn't exclude the fact that this guy can't deliver in the ring, let alone sell a move. Hell, he barely sold the attitude adjustment, because again it doesn't even hurt. If you want proof, I remember I was wrestling with my cousin. He went for the FU. It didn't hurt at all, even though it's supposed to do damage to your back. So yes, Cena can't sell a move to save his life. Another thing I can't stand about John Cena is the fact that he's such a suck-up to all his fans. Whenever he actually does lose a match, which doesn't happen very often, he always has the most pettiest excuses on why he lost the match, and it's stuff like that true wrestling fans just don't care about. Alright, and it's stuff like that really eats up the TV time, considering he's on it most of the damn time. This now ties back to my claim about him being overpushed. Since he's the big man in the company, it only makes sense for the WWE to keep him on the show for majority of the 2 hours they air. Now I wouldn't be complaining about this if he was a heel, but he's not. He's a baby face, or face for short. And the only reason why is so he can get by with his precious nation. And it's really a shame that the WWE cares more about what little 8-year-olds think than what true wrestling fans think. Any real wrestling fan can easily see past this brightly colored bullshit that the WWE keeps shoving down our throats every single week, because we've all been through this before. I guarantee you, if Cena was heel, he'd be getting a lot more positive reactions, because let's face it, keeping him face isn't doing anything but giving him heat. Anytime when the WWE has to confiscate signs that are against Cena, then you know he's getting heat. Even the mixed crowd reactions, let's go Cena. Cena sucks. And if he isn't getting heat, then why the rise above hate phrase? Cena turning heel may be overdue, but it would be one of the smartest choices WWE's creative team can do. but we all know that's not going to happen sadly. Now let's talk about his merchandise. Oh dear lord, the fucking merchandise. The Rock was not kidding when he called Cena a quote, big fat bowl of fruity pebbles. I agree with that heavily. Cena has to be one of the most notorious superstars for having a consistent change in merchandise and clothing lines. At least with Hulk Hogan, it was mainly red and yellow, but Cena is all over the place with his colors. I mean, dude wears more brightly colored t-shirts than a gay couple at a disco party. Why can't this guy just stick with the colors he has, and that'll just be that? Beats the hell out of me. But, if there's ever anything to complain about like at all, it would definitely be this Sunation that the WWE created. Now, this does not apply to all Sunation members, because not all of his fans are like this. I'm speaking on the ones who take stuff to the extreme. Some of you guys really need a wake-up call and start coming up with legitimate reasons to like Cena, because most of them are complete bullshit. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Cena isn't even all that talented to begin with. I can name way better wrestlers than Cena. The only reason I can see for liking Cena is because he's a nice guy in real life, that's it. But this guy friggin' sucks as a wrestler, and don't even get me started on his acting. Those second-rate movies he made, especially 12 Rounds, they're all complete garbage. None of them are actually that good as people claim. The only one that might be decent is John Cena My Life, back when he was a really crappy rapper, but that's just about it. John Cena can't act for shit. He sucks as a wrestler, and over and all. I'm sick of Cena. Cena this, Cena that, goodness. And I hope the WWE keeps the belt off Cena for a very long time, because he's always the WWE champion. Let someone else be in the spotlight, for a change. Alright, I'm fed up with this Cena crap. Cena claims he's all about respect but keeps burying the talent. I don't think I've ever seen Cena actually try to put someone over. Even Triple H did, and he's one of the most arrogant wrestlers in the WWE. In conclusion,